Welcome to the Freediver Mythbuster series. My name is Forrest Simon, and today we're going to debunk one of the most common myths in freediving. And at the same time, I'm going to teach you in less than 10 minutes, yes, 10 minutes, how to improve the way that you dive. So let's get right into it. Let's get started. So today we're going to debunk the myth that we need big, strong kicks when we free dive, right? Most people learn in their level 1 course that first 10 meters, right, 33 feet for all you silly Americans, we need to overcome positive buoyancy. And the best way to do that is to kick nice and strong. True, but the problem is most people exaggerate it and do too big of a kick. So what we're going to do is show you, number one, how too big of a kick can be harmful for your diving. We're going to prove it to you, actually. And then second, I'm going to show you how to correct your kick in just a couple minutes. So I know you're listening to me right now thinking, wait a second. I learned from my instructor that we need big, strong kicks. Yes, and they were right, because most level 1 students do these kind of baby Bambi kicks and they barely put energy or effort into it. So we tell them to exaggerate and do this big, strong kick. That's fine and dandy for the beginning of your freediving, but as you start to progress as a freediver and get deeper, it's really a waste of energy doing this big, strong kick. And here's 2 of the major reasons we don't want a big, strong kick in freediving. Number 1, hydrodynamics, right? That's how well we cut through the water. If I have a big, strong kick, my legs come out far, that's drag going through the water. And to compensate for that drag that slows me down, I now have to kick harder. And guess what I feel fatigue in? My legs, right? My legs, knees, ankles, tendons, joints, everything feels more and is taxed by me doing these big, strong kicks. So if I can adjust my kick to a smaller, more efficient kick, it's going to be easier on my legs. It's going to result in more efficient use of oxygen, more comfort, and guess what that turns into? More bottom time. I'm going to prove it to you right now in a test I did, testing the big, strong kick versus the small kick. All right, so right there, just with big kicks, took me right about 9.5, 10 kicks to reach 10 meters. Definitely could feel it in my legs a little bit, trying to really exaggerate those kicks the way that people teach them in their classes. Now we're gonna see what it looks like with the smaller kicks. All right, there you can see I switched to a smaller kick. I probably used half the energy. And what did I end up kicking there? 10 kicks. Pretty much the exact same kick cycle that I just did with the bigger, more energy wasting kicks. I just went the same speed. Actually went a little bit quicker on that dive. Perfect meter per second, smaller kicks. So here's how I'm going to teach you in a couple minutes how to change the way and improve the way you kick. Right? Each one of us is different. Our legs, our muscles, where our strengths are, right? I might have strong quads, my hamstrings aren't as strong, but I have achy knees, right? I had deconstruction on one of my knees years ago. My ankles, my tendons, we all have strengths and weaknesses. This method of teaching you how to kick properly and how to kick more efficiently is gonna be fine-tuned to you. And how am I gonna do that through this video? You're gonna do it to yourself. You're gonna see how amazing this works. So what I want you to do is first look at the student. As he's kicking down, he's doing that level 1 kick where he's kicking nice and strong, right? Looks great. I would be more than happy to have any beginner student kick like this guy. But this guy wanted to get better and he wanted to fine tune his kicking. So, as you see in the video, big strong kick, wasting a lot of energy, I promise you. He was complaining that on his deep dives, his legs would be burning. So what we're gonna do is I now have him do a dive with a sprint. Yes, a sprint. I'm having him sprint to 10 meters, 33 feet. And through sprinting, he's naturally forcing himself to become more efficient, right? Generating power from different parts of his legs, his knees, his ankles. And with that sprint, he's tuning his kick and it's actually becoming more efficient, right? We all naturally have that within us. In competitive swimming, track and field, right? We get athletes to sprint at a faster pace than they normally do. Why do we do this? Well, the reason we do this for athletes is this forces them to become more efficient in every movement they make. Whether it's the swimmer sprinting across the pool that we have a bungee cord hooked up to them, or it's a sprinter with bungee cords sprinting on dry land, right? Through this forced acceleration and faster speed, we naturally tune our body to be more efficient. So we're gonna do the exact same thing. We're gonna do this drill several times, sprinting down. By the way, we can also do this in the pool, sprinting across a pool underwater, of course. Have a safety always at all times. And between these dives, take plenty of time to rest on the surface, right? I want to hear any stories of you guys blocking out or having bad experiences. So we're going to sprint down and then a comfortable pace on the way back up. What you're going to find is that you naturally are changing the way that you kick to become more efficient and to generate power from areas you never have before. After you've done this several times, we're now going to switch back to a relaxed mode. And what I'm going to want you to do is to incorporate the same kick you just did. And you're going to see, especially if you're wearing a dive watch or timing this or counting your kicks, that you're going to become so much more efficient and you're going to travel at a great speed. That right there is a quick way to adjust the way that you dive. And I promise you, it is going to make a huge difference in your dives, especially as you're diving deeper. So there you have it. The myth of the big, strong kicks definitely busted. We proved to you how you can save energy, and we showed you a way to improve your own diving in just a couple minutes. I promise you, get out there in the water, put this to work, test it out in the pool, test it out open water. You're gonna see a big difference in your diving, I promise you. If you have any suggestions for future episodes, I'd love to hear them. Drop a comment, shoot me a message, check us out on Instagram, Freedive Mythbusters, or online at freedivemythbusters.com. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for the next episode.